The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Gobble, gobble. It's Thanksgiving week here on Liberty at Home. Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to our latest edition of Liberty at Home. My name is Adam Riveiro. I'm the pastor of Liberty Baptist Church here in Easton. Today, as always, we're broadcasting from the studios of Easton Community Access Television, where our interns are busy making homemade pumpkin puree by dropping 20-pound pumpkins off the top of the roof. Today, I want to talk to you a bit about this holiday that is now upon us, Thanksgiving. You may know the old saying, if you wish to converse with me, define your terms. It's a famous quote attributed to Voltaire. Now, although Voltaire was not a fan of Christianity, and that's putting it mildly, that pithy little saying has always intrigued me because there's a lot of truth to it. Oftentimes we use words so casually that they lose their true definition. The end result, when we talk to others, we can end up causing confusion because the same word has different meanings depending on who you're talking to. For instance, if something is lit, it could either be a candle that has a flame or an incredible party. You can flex by using your muscles or by bragging. Tea can be a delicious drink, iced sweet tea with lemon for me, or it can be gossip. You see what I mean? So when we use the name of the holiday Thanksgiving, I truly believe the same issue can occur. What does Thanksgiving actually mean? For some, it means a large family feast filled with all the classic trimmings. For others, it's simply the starting line to the hectic Christmas season. Still others consider Thanksgiving to be the beginning of Black Friday shopping, except here in Massachusetts, where the blue laws still keep the shops closed on Thanksgiving Day. However, the answer to the question of the definition of Thanksgiving truly is an easy one to unfold. In fact, the answer is in the actual word if we just switch the letters around a little bit. Thanksgiving isn't about food, retail, or even family. It's about giving thanks. On Thanksgiving, we should take time out from our hectic schedule to offer thanks for the many blessings we have in our lives. But consider this, if we celebrate Thanksgiving in this way, who should we be offering thanks to? Well, the answer to that is a simple one. Psalm 136 begins by saying, "O give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever." And then each of the 25 verses following that initial verse ends with the phrase, "His mercy endureth forever." Then, to finish the chapter, we're encouraged to give thanks unto the God of heaven. If we're to celebrate Thanksgiving properly, the only way to do so is really to give thanks to God Almighty. This means much more than offering a prayer before the Thanksgiving feast, by the way. It means that we take time during the day to humbly reflect on how good God has been to us in the past year. We must pause and consider how merciful He's been to us, even when at first glance it doesn't seem like He has. In fact, the Bible encourages us to make every day a day of Thanksgiving, not just the fourth Thursday of each November. Of course, this definition of Thanksgiving is in perfect accord with the first Thanksgiving celebrated in Plymouth. After a tumultuous and deadly first year, the Thanksgiving feast of 1621 was meant to give praise to God for His mercy upon the young colony. It was this attitude that caused Plymouth Governor William Bradford to write later in poem form, "Lord, show mercy and graciously spare, for thy name's sake, that those thy servants are, and let their lives be precious in thy sight." So before you pass the gravy this Thanksgiving, don't pass over the opportunity to give thanks. And even more importantly, remember who that thanks should be offered to. Well, speaking of thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Liberty at Home. I pray that you and your family have a blessed Thanksgiving. And I also hope that you'll visit us sometime soon at Liberty Baptist Church. We meet every Sunday and Wednesday at 800 Washington Street on Route 138. You'll find us on YouTube, Facebook, your favorite podcast app, or at mylibertybaptist.org. Well, my time's up, so don't forget, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. Happy Thanksgiving. Catch you next week on ECAT for another edition of Liberty at Home.